Hello, my name on the videos is Foxtrot 2500. What I want to do today is to show you some very inexpensive way to hopefully have both the night vision rifle scope and night vision for your personal use. And to get you some background on me, I'm very fortunate that I live in the state of Texas, where our game regulations are set up by state biologists based on studies of wildlife and feral animals versus the whims of political electees who decide what the law should be. So in Texas, we're allowed to hunt at night for feral animals, not regulated game animals, but for coyotes, hogs, feral hogs, raccoons, and other night activity creatures. My first acquisition into the night vision was a Yukon Ranger, digital Ranger, which worked fairly well. It's a 6X device. It has pretty good night imaging. What I liked about it is that it has a port out for video recording, and some of the other videos of mine that you'll see that are on the web or on YouTube were done with this device. It can also be used as a rifle device sight, as I'll show you how. It is a little bit bulkier though, and with the 6X magnification there are some limits to it. The other thing I want to say is that I am not employed by, never have been, and have taken no fees from Sightmark Yukon for endorsing their products. I have found them through, originally met them at a gun show in Dallas and looked at this product, purchased it, was very pleased with it, their follow-up, their customer service, and have primarily stuck with their products, and I'm very pleased with them. So that's the Digital Ranger. The next product that I acquired was their tactical night rifle sight. This is a dedicated rifle sight. It is originally about a 2.5 power device from here to here, and I have put a coupler on it that's 1.7 that gets it closer to a magnification of about 4.5. This is purely a dedicated rifle sight. Difficult to use as a night vision device because of its size. One of the nice things about it is it does have a focusing device on it. A lot of the rifle night sights do not have a focusing device, and so it's a little hard to get sharpness at a specific distance. This is a Gen 1 device. It does have illuminator on it. The problem with almost all Gen 1 devices is they do not put out enough light on a really dim night to see much past 50 to 75 yards. And I'm not going to in any way, shape, or form endorse hunting at night much over a distance of 75 to 100 yards. And the reason is not that you cannot identify your target, you can't identify what's behind your target. And as an ethical and legal hunter, you need to be sure where that bullet is going, what it's going to impact, as you are responsible for that bullet until it comes to rest. And the problem is, if the max that you can see is 100 yards and you're taking an animal at 75 yards, you've only got about a 25-yard window of safety behind it, which to me is not good. I don't particularly want to buy a Holstein cow at sunrise where it's beginning to swell up. So this is an excellent device. It is dedicated to a Weaver Picatinny rail. It has additional rails on it for additional illumination. But it is a very good device. It was my second device, and I still use it very regularly. Later, after saving quite a bit of money, I was able to move up to a PVS14, which is state-of-the-art. It is the device that's currently in use in Afghanistan and Iraq. This is a Gen 3 device, and it is usable both as a night vision viewer, just as it is in my hand, or there's a rifle sight adapter where you can put it on your rifle. It is truly amazing, but again, on a totally dark night, your vision is limited. Nowhere near as limited as is with a Gen 1 or the digital device, but it is also limited. And I'll talk about some additional illumination later. Now, the other thing that's just recently come on the market are a couple of products by Sightmark, and they are the Eclipse 2x42, which is a nice, small, compact device, very lightweight, runs on 2 AA batteries. and a 4 by 50 Eclipse also. Now the advantage to this device, this 4 by 50, and I do not have it on, you never want to have a night vision device on in broad daylight, but it has a focusing ring on it to help you assist with clarity, and then it also has a diopter adjustment on the back for sharpness depending on your eyes. Both of these devices have a built-in illuminator. Let me cover this back up. And the illuminator should be visible to this Sony data recorder that I'm using. Now, since we are not hunting humans, the fact that these devices have visible IR illuminators is not a problem. It will not disturb the feral animals or your night targets at all. And the advantage of visible light to the human eye is that it will go further and be brighter to the infrared device. So that's a plus in multiple ways. This is their smaller device, the 2X. It also has a focusing device on the front and the diopter adjustment. What makes these devices both good for what we're going to do with them is they both have 1/4 inch thread adapters for a tripod. And I'm going to show you the way to adapt these to your rifles. You can see the difference in the two, and there is a little bit of weight difference in the 4 power. And I'm going to use the 2 power just because it's easier to do the demonstrations that I'm going to. So this is going to be our device that we're going to use. Next, we're going to pick up a firearm. Which in this case is going to be Cougar 1022. And what we're going to do with it is show you how to modify a kit with these devices. Now, what I've done on this firearm is I have taken a very inexpensive set of rings from Walmart. It's just an inexpensive set of quick sight 1-inch rings, and I like the high because the higher they are, the more offset the distance is right here, if you can see it in the video, and so it helps to push it further away from the vertical plane of the firearm. So what I have done is taken a sheet of 1-inch wide aluminum that can be purchased at Home Depot or Lowe's. It is it's flat stock, 1/8 inch thick, 1 inch wide by 48 inches long, and these are anywhere from $4 to $8. And what's nice is that the aluminum stock is easily bent, it's easily drilled, it's easily cut, and it provides all of the strength that you need.